So we're all getting vaccinated, and there's all this discussion about return to normal. And so it seems like everybody I talk to is in some way talking about, what is the return to office plan going to look like? What does the post-pandemic working reality look like? And there's a lot of conversation. It's important conversation because this is a big thing that we're going to try to navigate through here together over the next 6 to 12 months. But the thing that I have been concerned about lately is that I think that there's a few big things that are being either overlooked or missed in this conversation, or maybe even just I think people are thinking about it wrong. And so I just wanted to highlight a couple of those things for you. So hopefully this will be helpful, or maybe it'll help you raise some issues in your organization that might save you from making some mistakes as you're navigating through this. So I think the first thing, and this is the thing that I think is the most common error that I'm seeing, is there's a lot of hand wringing in organizations and a lot of debates and executives getting together to talk about what their plan's going to be. Are they going to let people work remotely? Are they going to let people come back? Are they going to force people back to the office? Is it going to be some mix? And the thing that's funny is that these executives and organizations actually think they're in control of this decision, as if it's their decision to make. And it is not. At this point, yes, they have to make a decision. Yes, they're going to have to do something. But the reality is the power has shifted, right? The awareness has shifted. Over the last year, all these employees that we used to tell they couldn't do their job from home, or that they couldn't have the flexibility that they'd been asking for to want to work from home part of the week or part of the month, suddenly they know now that that was all lies, and that the only reason they were being told no is either because the people that could make it happen didn't want to, or that they just preferred to have people in the office where they could see them. Neither of those are satisfactory answers, and they are no longer valid. They no longer hold any water. And on top of that, and this is mainly obviously a conversation around, the employees that are working from home, or that were forced into working from home that had been working in the office. But the reality is now, not only those people that you sent home, they now know that their work is more portable than they ever thought. They can work from wherever they want, and now they have more options than ever before, because maybe in the past they only could think about moving to an employer in their community. Now they know their job; they can do their job effectively from their home for anyone in the world. So it's really not your decision to make, and you had better have your employees at the heart of the planning and decision-making process around what you do next. Otherwise, I think you're going to get really burned by that coming up. So, number one. Number two, the second piece is, I think, one of the good things I see happening is that organizations are surveying their employees. They're asking preferences, and they're asking sort of, what do you want or what do you need going forward? And I think that's a really good practice. I want to put an asterisk, though, around or on some of the feedback that you're getting right now. And this was really amplified for me this week. I was talking with a friend, and she was telling me about how at her organization, they had surveyed employees, the employees that had been sent home to work, and basically asked them sort of to choose between, do you want to continue to work from home or do you want to come back to the office? It was an either or sort of choice, which number one doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, I don't think. And now that we know, like, some people want to go back some of the time, some of the people want to go back none of the time. There's a whole range, but that's a whole nother issue. The asterisk is that we're asking people to choose between, really the choice. When we think about those two poles, we're asking people to choose between, what they remember being in the office being like. So we're choosing between what I think work is going to be like based on what it used to be like. So that's the return to office choice. So, do you want to go back to something that isn't even a reality anymore? Because it'll be very different working in the office. That's one option. The other option is there's asking if you want to work from home. But all of these employees that were just sent home during the pandemic, they don't know what work from home really means. They know what work from home during a pandemic looks like. And that means working from home when you can't go to the coffee shop to get a change of scenery, when you can't go have in-person coffees and lunches with your colleagues to break up your day and get person-to-person contact. You can't go to the gym during the day to break up your day and get some person-to-person contact. Like, you don't have the freedom that you would in a traditional work from home type of such situation, or what it will look like once we get back. And so I think we're asking employees to make a false choice right now in a lot of ways. And so I think rather than asking them, what would you prefer? Do you want to work from home or do you want to work from the office? That's the wrong lens to be looking at. What we need to be thinking about is, what have we learned about how you do your best work and where you do your best work and what you need to do your best work and how much interaction and in-person interaction you need to do your best work? And then let's design a new reality that fits around that. And it's not going to look like work from home during a pandemic or the old normal of working in the office. It's going to be something different. It's going to be, we're calling it hybrid, whatever that looks like, but it's going to be something different that has yet to be created. And it will be different for your organization, and it might be different from employee to employee depending on what they do. The last thing that I want to point out, or I guess raise, is that I think in all the conversation about work from home, we have a lot of people that are saying, yeah, I love working from home. I don't ever want to go back. And somehow in that conversation, I see sort of a dangerous thing happening, which is sort of downplaying the value and importance of in-person, face-to-face time together. We have convinced ourselves that we can live without it. We've had to live without it. We do Zoom meetings. We do all sorts of things. But the reality is we still need it. And I remember this when I was in sales many years ago. I was phone sales. I was a recruiter. And I can still distinctively remember one of the things I learned. I was very young in my career at that time, and I was on the phone almost all the time. All my clients were people I would find clients on the phone. I'd find candidates on the phone. I'd put them together. A lot of times I would never meet any of these people face to face. I would just talk to them on the phone, sometimes for hours. So, I would get to know these people. But there were some clients once in a while, or candidates, that were in Omaha, where I live. And so I would try to meet them. And it was amazing the change in that relationship that happened when we met in person. That face-to-face interaction, it was like a bolt of lightning hit us, and we suddenly had deeper trust. We knew each other. There was just, it created a margin of error for both of us in that relationship to keep the relationship strong. So there's real power in being together in person, and we need to not overlook that. That said, that is not a reason to force people back into the office if they don't want to be there. It is a reason for very intentionally designing how teams are going to function, how often we're going to bring people together, being very smart about our hybrid situation when we're having hybrid working relationships or setups. People are going to be in the office for a day or two. We need to make sure that the people that probably should or need to be together and get to know each other are together in the office on those same days, and that we're designing what's happening during those days for that person-to-person interaction. So those are three things I've been thinking about, worrying about relative to the return to office versus work from home forever discussion that I think is being overlooked. It's being oversimplified. And so I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, as always, please reach out. And I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think wherever you found this video. And I look forward to seeing you soon.